Hi, welcome to Schulte Sweetie's Homeschool YouTube channel. My name is Stephanie and I'm a mom of 3 girls ages 12, 9, and 6. We have just completed our 7th year of homeschooling, and today's video is a year-end reflection on how things went this year, and this is also a collaboration, and it's hosted by Davene at Calm in the Chaos and Shauna at Homegrown Homeschool. So I will link their channels down below, as well as a playlist that you can check out how other moms felt about their school year. So I have already done reviews of each of their grade levels, which was 7th, 3rd, and kindergarten. So I've already done those. I will link those up above and down below if you want to check out like how a particular curriculum and things went. But today I'm kind of just saying like some hits and misses that worked well for our homeschool and didn't work well. So I have hits and misses, and then also I went ahead and asked my daughters what their favorite things and least favorite things were of the school year. So you'll hear each of them. I am just going to share them because I have some that don't really particularly like being on the camera. I'm just going to share those. So some of the hits, we'll do the positives. These are like some of my positive things. So our friend group is pretty much a hit. We love being with them. We've done bowling and play dates at the park. We've done some little get-togethers at the library, some like reading groups and stuff like that. So that is usually always a hit. So we really enjoy being with them, and we're really thankful for our homeschool friend group. Then next is public virtual school. So I have done a whole video about how we are in a public virtual school. This is actually, we have finished up our 4th year in a public virtual school in our state. There is controversy on whether some think it's a good idea to be in it or not. For our family, it has been a blessing. It has given us the opportunity to have an even better homeschool life. And so some of the extra things, like we've gotten to go on several really cool field trips, and one of my good friends and her son, like she had her son enrolled in it for the 2nd semester, so it's been even more fun because we got to do these field trips with them. We've gone to like a really big children's museum, a zoo that we don't typically go to. It's not as close to us, but we got to go to that. We've been to like, it's like a little area where kind of like in olden times, like they reenact things and stuff. So we went to that. Wasn't as much of our favorite, but they also have like online field trips and activities that we could do with this public virtual school. And like it has helped us be able to give our girls piano lessons and theater classes and things like that, and extra curriculum. So we have had another great year with our public virtual school, and we'll continue on with that next year. One of the hits is we actually finished curriculum. If you've seen some of my monthly updates, we finished the All About Reading program with my middle daughter. She finished level 4. She finished her math curriculum. We finished Story of the World, the Ancient Times, finally. We started it years ago and then kind of dropped it and then went back to it this year. We finished it, so we're excited about that. My oldest finished her math curriculum as well with Unlock Math. So we actually finished some things, and I am so excited because we don't always, a lot of times we just kind of continue it and then finish it sometime in the next year, or sometimes we end up dropping it. It just kind of depends, but it was so exciting to finish some things. The speech services that my youngest has been getting, this is her 2nd year now, that is actually through our public virtual school, and so I'm really thankful that we have that, and she's been doing really well in it. Sometimes, like when you're in the midst of it, you don't know if it's really working and stuff, but one of our good friends, like when she's around her, she's like, yeah, I can really understand her even better, and so that makes me feel really good that it is working and doing it what it's supposed to, and we will just continue with that and continue working with her. One of the things that I added in this year, and I did a whole video on this as well, was reading incentives. I have a whole like little tub full of like Dollar Tree or Target Dollar Spot things, like cheap things that I got. And this is like kind of an incentive, like if they read a certain amount. I kind of based it off of what our library was doing last summer. They did like, the base was like 300, 600, 900. And so like, however they get, I usually let them get one thing because they get jealous. If they don't get to 300, they still get one thing. And then 300, they'll get 2 things. 600, they'll get 3 things. 900, 4 things. So they really enjoy that and bug me until I finally let them draw. Usually like the first day of the month, I'm like not mentally prepared for that month. And I'm like, let's just wait a day or two. Like, let me figure things out of what's going on. So we just drew today and they were excited. So I think that has been really helpful to kind of motivate them. Although my middle daughter has like had trouble sleeping, and so sometimes she'll just listen to audiobooks, and so that's kind of where she gets a lot of her minutes, is from the middle of the night. And so like my oldest was like, I just don't wake up in the middle of the night to listen to my audiobooks. I'm like, it is what it is. But she's not allowed to like just go watch a TV show or something like that. I have a miss that kind of ties into a hit. So we have been super busy this school year, and that is like a miss because it kind of drives me nuts and it's hard because we have been so busy. But we have had, my girls have been involved in dance, youth group, they've been play dates and like events with our homeschool group. They've been in plays. We've gone to the theater for children's plays. We've done church activities, volunteer activities. We've been able to do unit studies, and we've had family time. And so like, even though we've been so busy and that drives me nuts, like it's been so rich and fun. They've been in piano lessons too. So many great things. And I will also say like another hit was adding in that family time. It has been so like important, and we don't get to do it every day, but like 2 to 3 days a week, we really try to do like our Bible time and unit study and like some of the extra morning time things that we can do together. And it really makes our day extra special. So I'm really glad that we have tried harder to do that this year, and that it's worked well, and it makes our day better. Some of the other hits, so switching my oldest over to Denison Algebra she's in the pre-algebra level. So that was a great switch. She is now loving math. And then also having my 2 younger ones in Apologia math. We really love Apologia math. And another hit for this school year is I got to go on a girls trip with my good friend that also homeschools, and we just got to enjoy a week of relaxation. We went on a cruise, and I slept a lot. I did not go out and do a lot of the activities. I got to catch up on my sleep. So some of the misses, like I already said, we have been busy a lot, and so that has been hard to kind of work it all in, and schedule wise. We have had a lot of sickness. It seems like my oldest especially catches like all the sickness, and she was constantly sick a lot. Her and I both had the flu at Christmas time. We've had dentist appointments that have been extra and everything. So that has been hard. Read alouds is our next miss. We have done 2 to 3 read alouds. Now that doesn't mean we haven't read like Fred's Story of the World, so that that kind of has counted as some of our read aloud. We did finish that. So we did do that. We did Chronicles of Narnia, and we are still reading Charlotte's Web. Like, we are just not great because some nights, like whether my oldest is like doing play practice, or if one of my kids is at their grandma's or something like that, or if we have just late nights, I don't always feel like reading at their snack time. So I really just need to adjust when I read our read aloud in order to get read alouds for us to do more read alouds. So I do have plans to do a little bit more for read alouds next year. I haven't quite figured it out, like a schedule or anything like that, but I'm hoping we get some more books in. And then along kind of those lines is our library is so far away. It has been a miss with going to the library. I always want to do like those literature rich curriculums, and I struggle with either finding the books that we need at our library or even just going there. It's like 20 minutes away in a place that I don't really like to go to, and like we don't really go that direction often, and so it's really hard for me to be intentional about going to the library. So now I'm gonna go on into what my girls thought were their favorite things and their least favorite things of the school year. That doesn't mean, it could just be, I don't know, their moods. It doesn't mean that these things were necessarily bad, but this is what they picked today. So my oldest, who was in 7th grade, she really enjoyed going to the children's plays that we went to. We went to 4 different ones. Narnia, I had a SpongeBob play, Cinderella, and Nemo. So those 4, they really enjoyed going to those. It's kind of a fun little outing. We go out to lunch with my mom, and then my mom comes with us, and we go to the bigger city and get to go to the play, and they just really like theater anyway. So her least favorite thing was Essentials in Writing, the grammar section, which in hindsight, I wish I just wouldn't have pushed the grammar section, but I think it really turned her off from Essentials in Writing this year. It was a little bit different than level 6, and we had combined level 6 to make it a little bit quicker since we started it the middle of the year, her 6th grade year. So that was not her favorite, but she hasn't done it in a long time. Even Essentials in Writing, she kind of has dragged her feet a little bit more this year. She has not loved the 2nd year. I think she just needed a break from that. My middle daughter, if you know anything about her, she loves animals. And so her favorite thing this year was going to the zoo. We haven't gone to our local zoo as much, but she's still just, anytime she can go to the zoo, she loves it. So that's not much of a surprise. And then she didn't say this, but I think also it was just her animals around the house, raising them, and then sometimes getting little stray animals to take care of them, or catching stray animals. So she is my little caretaker of the animals. And then her least favorite thing was all about reading, level 4. She just was done with it. She was ready to be done. And so that was her least favorite thing, but she finished it. And sometimes we would just do 2 lessons at a time just to get it even faster, but we got it done. So, and then my youngest, who is 6, she said her favorite thing was bowling. We went bowling 2 times with our friend group. So the one time she might have gone bowling when she was little, but it was really little and she couldn't actually do it. So this was really her first experience of going bowling. My dad used to love bowling, and so we kind of, it was kind of a hard thing for us, a grief thing for us when we haven't gone bowling, plus all of the COVID stuff. So we haven't gone bowling in years, and it was fun for us to pick it back up this year and kind of remember times when my oldest got to bowl with my dad and things like that. Her least favorite thing, this is not surprising either, is reading books. So if you know, she's been struggling a little bit with phonics, and so that has been her least favorite thing, but I think she's doing really well, and we have kind of switched gears with curriculum and trying to make reading a little bit more fun for her. So she does have reading eggs as well. That kind of helps her. So those are some of our hits and misses from this school year. I would love to hear what worked and didn't work for you, whether it's curriculum, subjects, your schedule, things like that. Let me know down below. And don't forget to check out the playlist, and I will talk to you later. Have a great day.